Today, we answer the age-old question. Is this plant worth saving? Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree. Today, that's what we're doing. We're gonna see if this plant is even worth saving. But first, I have to show you these flowers real quick. These are my lithops. Look at that! They all have flowers. I think I showed this one in a picture on the community tab or on Instagram or something, I don't remember. This one died, but these other four have had these little stumps of flowers growing in there for a while. And last night, all of them bloomed. For some reason, these flowers bloom at nighttime. They were closed last night, and now when I came home from work, they're wide open. Isn't that so cool? I mean, I don't know what makes a plant bloom or not bloom. I just keep them in the window, and they do what they do. And look, isn't it so cute? It's so funny. I had to show you because the flowers don't last long. Although this is not a video about this plant, I had to document it somehow and show them to you because very cool, right? Anyway, this is the plant we're talking about in this video. Ugh, I already know, like, okay, let me know. Do you think this plant is worth saving? This is a Devana lace fern. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? Like, look at these beautiful leaves. They look like romaine lettuce. They're so pretty. And this is actually my second one of these plants. This is my first one. Yes, here it is. The one leaf wonder herself. I mean, it has a dying leaf here. Okay, now it's a one leaf wonder. This leaf looks great though. It looks brand new. So I watered it and I was like, no, it's gonna keep growing. And I kept this for so long because one of you guys left a comment that said, as long as you keep watering it, it will grow. And new leaves have constantly been growing out of the rhizome in there. That thing right there. Little sprouts will keep popping out. New leaves grew all the time. But these plants need so much water. And I forget about it all the time because it looks so good. I'm like, it doesn't need water, it looks good. And I have this plant hanging, so it's even worse that it's up there. The laundry's done. But I'm gonna fix up this plant because there's a lot of stuff in here that can be cleaned up. Look at this poor thing. But I'm gonna give it a new life. I got some new soil. I bought a new pot. We're gonna take it all apart. We're gonna fix it up, make it look nice. And we'll just see what happens. We'll see if it's gonna be worth saving. I forgot the pot, BRB. Here's the pot. I went and bought this plastic one and I forgot to get the tray for the bottom. So this is just a 7.75 inch planter. And I know it's a little smaller than the plant is currently, but I feel like I just feel like cleaning it up, making it look nice, giving it a new home. And I'm gonna combine both of these as well. I like this one on its own. Isn't it cute? Just one leaf all the way over here. No, I'm gonna combine them. I can free up this pot, put something else here, and we're just gonna clean it up and have a great time. And I brought myself a Heineken because it's Halloween and I felt like it, okay? So yeah, let's get started. I'm really excited to clean this up because, can you hear it? Is dead. There's so much dead crap in here and I'm just excited to give it a new life. I'm kind of worried that there's not gonna be very much living stuff in here. Like this one looks good, but most of these leaves look like crapola. Anyway, let's just get started. Okay, and I'm wearing my Igor shirt in honor of Terry Garr. She just passed away. I know it's not a Terry Garr shirt, but it's a Young Frankenstein shirt, and she was in the movie. So I wore this just to kind of, I don't know, honor her a little bit. Anyway, here's the plant, and we are just gonna get started cleaning this bad boy up. Let's take off the hanger. Is this one? Yes, this is a good one. These are the ones that Costa Farms does that twist, so you can adjust the way the plant is hanging and not have to just look at one weird part of the plant the whole time. Let's place that in the garbage. I will remember to take it out.
But she didn't remember to take it out.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna kind of clean it up first and then we'll see what's worth saving. Okay, let's get all this dead stuff out of here. Kind of just crunching it, seeing any dead stuff that naturally just falls off. Was that a good leaf? No, it was dead. And even if there aren't a lot of leaves on here to save, I do want to save the rhizomes because I know that new leaves will grow from them. I feel like I almost got the angle on this one right. Even though my head is still cut off, I'll figure it out eventually. I just don't put that much time into it and then I get annoyed because I can't figure it out, the whole thing. And I did water this yesterday because it was rock hard, like dry as a bone, and I felt like I was gonna have to crack it off to transplant it, so I watered it, so hopefully it'll fall apart a little easier. Ooh, okay. So now we can see that there are 3 like rhizomes in here. There's one chunk here, one chunk here, and one chunk right here. And then there's this one too from this little pot that I'm gonna try to stuff all in here. Okay, so I got most of the crap out of here. And I'm sure some of these leaves I'm gonna end up kind of cutting off too. Now let's take it out of here. Okay, how do I do it without breaking any more leaves? It's just a ton of soil. Look at all this soil. All right. Oh no, there's a lot of roots in there. Maybe because it's wet, they just look really dark. But I am gonna kind of break them apart. Is that a good idea? I don't even know. I was just gonna, I mean, there's a lot of roots. Like this is not really coming apart. I thought it was gonna fall apart really easily. What do I do? Do I just pull it? Do I just pull it like this and get 3 chunks? That should be okay, right? Like I see the way people transplant plants outside and they'll like just rip apart all of the little seedlings, and with a plant I'm like, what do I do? I mean with an indoor plant. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. This is like really full of roots. Alamodi, like even the inside. Now that I just said alamodi, yes, I am from New Mexico. I said that once in a video and I think someone commented like, are you from Albuquerque? It's just a thing. I don't even know where it came from. No idea. But I say it all the time. Or I say alave. Alavagers. What does it mean? Nobody knows. I don't know if you can see, you can't see it at all. There are so many freaking roots here, which is cool. But now I don't think this is gonna work out how I thought. I might have to take some more off. Because I genuinely thought all kinds of soil was just gonna fall apart and I was gonna have 3 tiny pieces of plant left. Shoot. Well, let's just see what happens. Okay, this piece feels like it's gonna fall apart a little bit. Kinda. I forgot to open my Heineken and now my hands are full of dirt and I know I'm gonna get dirt all over it. It's okay. It just sounded good. Okay, well, there's one little chunk. Just put it there for safekeeping. And then this, I'm gonna try to just tear off some of this. I feel bad. I'm sure you could hear it. Little ASMR root rippage for you. I don't know. I feel bad doing that. I'm sure some of you out there are like cringing. You're flinching watching me do that. But you know what? It's fine. This is not gonna work out like I thought. I'm like smushing the pieces in here. But that's okay. That's okay. It's gonna be fine. Okay. I did this once with a, what even was it? 2 philodendrons. It looked like the Ring of Fire, but it was called something else at the time. I smushed them into this pot and they all died. So I'm kind of like, do I dare? I kind of don't want to do this anymore. Because I feel like I'm destroying the plant. But you know what? It was on the brink of death anyway, so I feel like I'm going to try to save it. And if I can, then I can. If I can't, that's fine. But it was going to die anyway, so what does it matter if I just attempt to save it? I forgot some of those mesh screens, but the holes on the bottom are really small. Might be okay. All right, well, a little bit more. There's one chunk, and this has so many freaking roots. I'm not gonna get over it because the soil is like held together so well, and I'm just destroying this poor thing. But you know what? Like I said, it was gonna be dead very soon anyway. So what is the harm? Okay, this is working out great. Except this piece. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put that other one in there like I thought. Oh yeah, maybe I will. Okay. Let's get this little baby out of here. I kind of don't want to put this one in there because I don't know, I kind of like it in here, but if I have only one to worry about, maybe it'll help both of them live. I have no idea. See, now that's more like it. Oh, even this one, it's like completely full of roots. Like, this is a very rooty plant. Gosh, I hate doing this. I never like messing with the roots when I repot a plant. I'm sure you've seen. I just kind of get it and put it in the new pot. But this, I don't know, it just felt right to just destroy it for some reason. Let's see what I can do here. Can I take a little more off of this one? It's Igel. Okay. If Mel Brooks ever dies, I will call him to work. I'm not even joking. I told my boss this. Not my boss now. My boss when I had a different boss. Because we were talking about bereavement and what we're allowed to take and how many days for funeral leave and stuff. And I was like, well, what kind of people count for that? Because, you know, they don't count everyone as family. And I was like, what about my cat? If something ever happened to my cat? And he said, no. And I said, what if anything happens to Mel Brooks? And he said, I'll make an exception. But not for my cat, though. Okay, I'm going to clean up some of this poor soil. And I don't necessarily save all of this stuff, but I go throw all of it outside in a garden bed, in the raised garden bed. Because I'm like, this has good stuff in it, nutrients, and I don't know, roots, thousands of roots. Okay, let's just smush it all in here for now. I'm anything if not relatable, okay? Let's put this right there. Okay, well, no, right on top of the pot I need the soil from. And I'm not gonna put too much on the top because all those rhizomes, I don't wanna cover them up. Or do I? Do you cover the rhizomes? I have no idea what I'm doing all of a sudden. All of a sudden, as if I've known what I'm doing at all this entire time. Okay, I'm not gonna cover the rhizomes, but I do want soil to get in there. So I'm gonna kind of poke it in there because there's gaps between all these little chunks that I took apart. I'm just gonna stuff it in here. And I'm not going to re-water this because I literally just watered it. So it'd be easier to repot. So I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, does it look any better? Was this worth doing? Yes, it was. Right? Okay, where's my little scissors? I brought them in here. And now we're just gonna cut some of like the dead stems off, dead leaves, any other dead. Look, that one fell right off. That one. This one. Oh, that one just came right. It came right out after I yanked on it hard enough. But if you keep the rhizomes healthy and wet, the plant should regenerate. I'm gonna leave the rest of these because although they do look kind of like this, they're not totally dead yet. I don't know. I don't think I was supposed to pull that off. Well, did we answer the question? Was this plant worth saving? You know what? We won't know. We won't know until new leaves start growing and I can prove to you that I didn't just help this plant die faster by ripping its roots to death. Oh boy. I gotta wash my hands real quick. Well, did we answer the question? We won't know. We'll check in on this little plant maybe in a month, maybe in a couple of months to see if new leaves are growing, but I'm happy with it now. I combined both of them. It doesn't, I guess from there, it looks all right. Don't look too close, but here you go. Here's a close-up look of those leaves. They're so beautiful. They have this really beautiful farina on them as well, like a blue cast. It's so pretty. I'm gonna keep a special attention on this leaf right here because this is that one from the single plant. I love this leaf so much. I want this leaf to flourish. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this plant. If you have this, let me know if it is as difficult for you as it is for me to stay on top of the watering of this. I feel like I need to put this somewhere else that I'm gonna see it all the time and not hang it up and forget about it. I feel like I need to move it in here for some reason. Anyway, we'll find a new home for this, but that is it. That is my video for today. Let me know if you have ever tried to save a plant like this, like last ditch effort. And it's funny, I say this all the time, but there are some plants that won't even like have a blemish on them and I'm like, get out of this house, and I'll throw it over the fence into the ditch the second I can. And then there are plants like this where I'm like trying to just save whatever's left of it because I just like it so much. There's something about this. I love that it regenerates from the rhizomes and you'll see new little sprouts and it's so cute. I don't know. Anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.